What if I told you the person staring back at you in the mirror right now isn't who you truly are? What if every label, every expectation, every past mistake is just a story you've been telling yourself, trapping you in a life that isn't yours? We all reach that crossroads, don't we? That gnawing feeling that something needs to change. But the thought of reinventing yourself often comes with a terrifying question. If I change, will I lose the essence of who I am? Will I become a stranger to myself, to my loved ones? Today, we're not just talking about self-improvement. We're talking about a philosophical rebellion. We're diving deep into Rebrand Your Life, how to change your identity without losing yourself. This isn't a fluffy self-help guide. This is a toolkit for psychological liberation. Think about it. Your identity isn't a static monument. It's a river, constantly flowing, shifting, carving new paths. Yet, we cling to the banks of our past, afraid to dive into the current of who we could be. We're going to challenge that fear. We're going to expose the subtle ways society, family, and even our own minds construct a self that may no longer serve us. I promise you, by the end of this video, you won't just see a path to change. You'll understand how to walk it without sacrificing your soul. You'll learn to shed the old skin without shedding your core. This is for anyone who feels stuck, misunderstood, or simply yearns for a deeper, more authentic existence. If this resonates, if you've ever felt the whisper of a different life calling you, then hit that subscribe button right now. Join our community of philosophical adventurers. And if you know someone trapped in a past identity, someone who needs this message of hope and empowerment, share this video with them. Let's spark a revolution of authentic selfhood, because the greatest tragedy isn't failing to achieve your dreams. It's living a life that isn't truly yours. And that, my friends, is a tragedy we are here to dismantle. Let's begin with a fundamental philosophical truth. The idea of a fixed, unchanging self is largely an illusion, from Heraclitus telling us, no man ever steps in the same river twice, to modern neuroscience revealing our brains are constantly rewiring. The evidence is overwhelming, yet we build entire lives around a self-concept forged in childhood, solidified by adolescent experiences, and reinforced by societal expectations. Why do we do this? Because change is terrifying. The unknown is a void, and the idea of losing ourselves, of becoming unrecognizable, triggers a primal fear. But consider this. What if holding onto a static self is the real loss? What if you're actively suppressing growth, denying evolution, simply to maintain a comfortable, albeit perhaps miserable, familiarity? Think about the roles you play. The dutiful child, the ambitious professional, the loyal friend. Are these roles you? Or are they costumes you've grown accustomed to wearing? The first step in rebranding your life is to peel back these layers, to question the narratives you've accepted as gospel truth. This isn't about being ungrateful or disloyal. It's about honest self-inventory. It's about asking, who would I be if no one told me who I should be? This can be a provocative question. It can shake the foundations of your relationships, your career, your entire perceived reality. But true freedom, true authenticity, demands this interrogation. Don't be afraid of what you find. Be afraid of not looking. Your identity is, at its core, a story, a collection of narratives you tell yourself and others about who you are, what you value, what you're capable of. And here's the radical truth. You are the author. You have the power to rewrite that story. But how do you do this without feeling like a fraud? How do you transition from the old you to the new you without losing your sense of continuity? The key lies in understanding the difference between your core values and your external identity. Your core values, your deepest beliefs about integrity, compassion, creativity, truth. These are the anchors. These are the aspects that can evolve and deepen, but rarely fundamentally change. Your external identity, however, is flexible. It's how you express those values in the world. It's your career, your hobbies, your social circle, your style. Imagine a tree. Its roots are its core values, steadfast and deep. But its branches, its leaves, its fruit, these change with the seasons, growing, shedding, renewing. You wouldn't say the tree loses itself because its leaves fall. It's simply evolving. So, if you want to be more adventurous, start telling yourself the story of an adventurer. If you want to be an artist, begin to see yourself as one, even if you've never picked up a brush. The philosopher William James suggested that if you want a quality, act as if you already have it. This isn't about faking it. It's about priming your subconscious, aligning your actions with your desired identity. What new narratives are you ready to write for yourself? What limiting beliefs are you ready to edit out of your story? This is your chance to become the protagonist of your own intentional life. Thoughts and narratives are powerful, but they are not enough. A new identity is not truly forged until it is embodied through action. This is where the rubber meets the road. If you claim to be a healthier person, but continue old habits, your new narrative will crumble. If you claim to be an independent spirit, but constantly seek external validation, your actions betray your words. This is where the concept of identity-based habits comes in. Instead of focusing on what you want to achieve, example, I want to lose weight. Focus on who you want to become. Example, I am a healthy person. Then ask yourself, what would a healthy person do today? They'd choose the salad. They'd go for that walk. They'd prioritize sleep. Each action becomes a vote for the person you are becoming. It's a virtuous cycle. Your new narrative informs your actions, and your actions provide evidence for your new narrative, reinforcing it. This isn't easy. It requires discipline, self-awareness, and the courage to break old patterns. You will face resistance, both internal and external. People may try to pull you back into your old identity because your change challenges their own comfortable perceptions of you. This is where your philosophical resolve is truly tested. Stand firm. Remember your core values and let your consistent actions speak louder than any doubts or criticisms. Every small choice you make, every new habit you cultivate, is a brushstroke on the canvas of your reborn self. Many fear that rebranding their life means losing their past, forgetting their roots, or abandoning their true self. But what if this loss is actually a profound gain? What if letting go of a limiting identity isn't erasure, but rather refinement? Think of it like this. A sculptor doesn't destroy the marble. They chip away what isn't essential, revealing the form that was always latent within. Similarly, shedding aspects of your old identity isn't about discarding who you were, but rather revealing the authentic self that was perhaps obscured by outdated beliefs, fears, or external pressures. You don't lose your experiences. You integrate them into a new understanding. You don't lose your relationships. You transform them, often making them stronger and more authentic. as you bring your true self to the table. Some relationships may fall away, yes, but those are often the ones that were predicated on a false or old version of you anyway. This is not a loss. It's a recalibration, a purification of your social ecosystem. This journey requires courage, a willingness to be vulnerable, and a deep trust in your own evolving wisdom. It means embracing the discomfort of transformation, understanding that the awkward in-between phase is a necessary part of growth. It's the chrysalis phase before the butterfly emerges, and like the butterfly, you will carry the memory of the caterpillar, but you will transcend its limitations. Rebranding your life isn't a one-time event. It's an ongoing masterpiece. It's a continuous process of self-discovery, adaptation, and conscious evolution. The world around you will change. New challenges will arise, and your authentic self will continue to deepen and reveal new facets. The greatest gift of this philosophical journey is not just changing who you are, but learning how to change, how to adapt, how to continuously align your internal world with your external expression. You become the conscious architect of your own existence, rather than a passive recipient of circumstances. This is true freedom. This is true empowerment. It's the realization that you are not merely a product of your past, but a sculptor of your future. And the most beautiful part, you get to take your most cherished values, your deepest wisdom, your unique essence with you. You don't lose yourself. You finally find yourself in a more authentic, powerful, and liberating way. So I challenge you. What part of your identity are you ready to redefine? What new story are you ready to tell? The canvas is yours. The brush is in your hand. If this video has sparked something within you, if it's given you the courage to reconsider who you are and who you want to be, then please hit that like button. It helps us spread this message of profound change. More importantly, if you know someone who is struggling with their identity, someone who feels trapped, someone who needs to hear that they can change without losing their soul, share this video. Let's create a ripple effect of intentional living. And don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell. Join our community as we continue to explore the deepest questions of existence and the most powerful tools for personal transformation. Your journey of rebranding your life starts now. Thank you for watching.